Today we're going to replace the brake light on a 2012 Kia Soul. The right one is working and the left one is not, so we're going to take the left light off. So the first thing we have to do is remove these 3 Phillips head screws. 1, 2, and 3, so that we can get the whole light fixture off.
All right. Oop, it's done. Look at that.
So this whole piece now is going to just pull right out. Just
Right.
so the best way is to really, like with one hand towards the top and one hand towards the bottom, just kind of shimmy it until it clicks out. There's just some snaps there.
It definitely.
And then you can just pull the whole thing
Look at that.
out. Now, inside
I'm gonna rest it.
there's a wire that's going to hold it together.
Is that it?
Yep, and we can just take that out so we can pull the whole assembly out.
Okay.
Just by pressing the thumb
Here.
connector.
So.
I know I can't, I'm blocking your view.
No, no.
There it goes. So
look at
we
that.
just put, I just used my index finger to press it and then wiggled it a little bit until it came out of this slot. So the lower light is the one that was out. So we're going to lay this down and you can see it would be this one right here. So we're just going to turn this to counterclockwise. Pop it out.
And the light should be there.
The bulb is there. And you can actually see it's burnt out because it's black at the top. So now you're not supposed to touch these when it's new, but obviously this is an old one, so I'm going to touch it.
Did you have to push it inward
Yeah.
to turn it?
Yeah, the first thing is like it won't just come out if you unscrew it. You got to push it a little bit in and then turn it counterclockwise, pull it out. And that's the same way that the new one will go in. Now I'm looking at this and I can't quite see the number, but we're going to check the number and then try to get the matching bulb. So with my magnifying glass, I was able to look at the bulb and the writing on it. It's a big long number, but it says 2357. So I went to the auto parts store and got these Sylvania bulbs that say 2357. There is a longer number at the top, 2357 LLBP2. That's not really what you need to know. It's just this 2357 number. So that'll be the bulb we're going to put in. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to try not to touch this bulb. Just going to touch it with a cloth. They say generally you shouldn't touch the bulb with your oils on your fingers. So I'm going to just place it back in here and get it the right position. Screw it in a little bit, and that's ready. Now I can just place this back in its holder. This is only going to line up one way, so I'm just going to find that notch. There it goes. And then just turn it clockwise until it clicks in. And that's ready to connect back to the car. I'm going to connect the wire back up to the connection here. Sorry my hand's in the way, but just going to push it in until it clicks. There, you heard it. Now, here's the thing. When you put this back in, don't do what we did. As we were taking it out, it's very sharp on the bottom, and we scratched up the bumper a little bit. But once the light is back in, you won't see that at all. But you know, as we're going back in, you don't want to do that. So
You're going to line up these pins.
yeah,
right?
so there's a couple of pins here. There's one here and one up top here, and they're going to line up to these holes that are over here on the car. One here and one up there. Okay, so I'm just going to carefully get this in. Okay, get those pins lined up. Now, you just kind of slowly do this. It'll fit in, and just give it a little bit of a hit with your hand. Get those clips in. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's nice.
Wow.
Now before we screw it in, we can just make sure this works. So I'm going to go in the car and just step on the brake.
Okay.
Make sure that top bottom light goes on.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes, it does.
Off. On.
Yes, it does.
All right. On.
Yeah.
So you just have to make sure. We discovered there is one more pin at the top and two on the left side. So you just have to make sure they all line up and give it a nice push to get all the clips to go in. Now it's holding itself up. We just have to put those 3 screws back in. Thanks for watching our video. This would have cost about $35 at the garage. Instead, it cost us about $6 for the bulbs and a little bit of time. So we hope you enjoyed this and saved some money.